Welcome back to Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator. I'm just kidding. This is Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator 2. Oh my god. Anubis, was that you? Now, what we're going to be seeing is naturally an accurate battle here between World War II soldiers, some of which have some pump shotguns. Others have semi-automatic submachine guns there. And by semi-automatic, I actually mean fully automatic. I'm just excited to be here because Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator, you could process like tens of thousands of entities, right? Pretty well. But now with the advancement of the technology in this game and the advancement of hardware technology, we're going to be seeing hundreds of thousands to millions. So naturally, to test that out, we're going to have World War II American soldiers in ancient Egypt fighting millions of zombies. I mean, it only fits, right? But look at how visually beautiful this is. Now, I've got a 1080 Ti, but I'm thinking about upgrading my graphics card, but I know that they've put out a number of footage and they've even recorded it on a 1060. So the technology between UEBS 1 and UEBS 2 is quite considerable. Now, this is another interesting thing. This is 4K footage, and we're processing it in 4K and uploading it to YouTube in 4K. So that's one of the first times I've done that before, which is pretty exciting. But, like, look at this. In UEBS 1, like, I would have been having lag to even attempt to put this many enemies on the battlefield. But there's a number of new features that are going to be coming to UEBS 2. Obviously, as you can see here, sandbox mode is returning. But there's going to be an addition in game modes. They're going to add campaign modes, which are going to be kind of like story-driven. So I'm pretty excited to see that. But I just remember seeing Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator, what was that, many, many years ago? I think it was 2017. And just seeing hundreds of thousands, tens of thousands of units just battling it out. You hear that, America? But like, this is insane. The amount of bullets that are flying and being processed, the blood and particle effects there. All this is happening and it seems to be relatively seamless. I mean, the maps are even more like visually detailed. This is incredible stuff. Look at that shot. Oh my god. The pyramids at Giza are under attack by hundreds of thousands of zombies. But don't worry. We've got American soldiers here to protect us. So, fear not. American firepower, there must be oil in this desert somewhere. But here's a question. How many of you guys are excited for Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator 2 and would like more exclusive footage to be released on the channel in the build-up to the release of this game? I'm in touch with the developers because I've made a number of videos on UEBS 1, some of which are just millions and millions and millions of views. It's pretty awesome, because who doesn't love epic battles? But if you guys want to see more, well, let me know. You guys know what to do. One of the other things that I loved about UEBS 1 is what we're seeing right there. As enemy units get killed, they almost build these, like, walls of bodies. And then the other entities that are going to be coming behind them have to climb over it. I remember, like, watching the movie 300 in the movie theaters, and, like, they made the wall out of bodies to protect them during the Battle of Thermopylae, right? And then UEBS came out, and I had a battle where, like, we created the Spartans, and we had them fighting the Persians. Oh my god, look at the level of detail. Now, granted, all those entities are more or less the same model, but when you're processing and rendering out that many entities, like, hundreds of thousands to millions is on the Steam page, which, by the way, is out now, so you can wishlist the game if you're interested. These guys are basically, like, starting to get buried by zombies. But this battle will happen. So here's the thing. I asked for, I wanted World War II soldiers versus zombies. Now, here's the thing. I didn't necessarily be like, I want it in beautiful ancient Egypt, but I'm glad I did, because it's absolutely gorgeous. But if we were to get more footage, what would you want to see? I mean, there's all kinds of stuff. There's Spartans, there's ducks, World War II Marines, guys with auto shotguns. Like, there's a number of different stuff that's on their Steam page, like giants and medieval soldiers. I mean, it's pretty incredible overall. I think there were some T-Rexes as well, ducks with medieval helmets, and Spartans, naturally. So, if there's some kind of a custom battle that you'd like to see next, can you imagine, like, being somewhere where there's that many bullets fired per second? That's pretty insane. This is a gorgeous map. I'm impressed by a number of things in this video. Namely, just like, the maps are getting far more detailed. The models are far more detailed. There's more of them. And the stability of the game. So, this is definitely a game I'm going to be watching with great interest. Look at them run. So yeah, all of this was recorded in 4K. Man. I'm wondering how the campaign's gonna work. Because, like, Spartans and World War II soldiers were two, you know, fan favorites. And obviously everybody loves fighting hordes and hordes of zombies. So I wonder if, like, you're gonna have to pick and choose, because that's one of the things about a battle simulator. Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator had a brilliant sandbox mode, but it was lacking in campaign. I think that was one of the biggest shortcomings of the first game, actually, was that. So by addressing that, by having a campaign feature, look at that. See, here's the thing. Look at how many zombies are still out there just waiting as they're pooling around those rocks and those trees and forming up, trying to get through the narrow choke point between the two pyramids and those beautiful arches. Clearly overrunning the town. Anyone who was living there is now dead. Man, it's beautiful. So, we've got just a number of things here, guys. One, who's excited? If you are, pull the trigger on the like button, and then, naturally, give me what battle we should ask for next. Right now it just says fall of 2021, so naturally, we have a couple months at the very least between when this game is going to get released, right? So, there's time for some more player-requested battles. And obviously, the devs got in touch with me because we covered the game before. It did very well on the channel. We had a lot of fun playing it. You guys seem to love watching it. And I think they're like, hey, Baron, like, who's interested? Like, we want to know. Not only here, but if you are, wishlisting a indie developer's game on Steam is a huge help to them. If you ever see a game you like or are interested in, wishlist it. It's a big thing for devs, so you love to see it. I'm trying to think, but I feel like I would love... Obviously, like, a Spartans versus Persians could be very cool. I'm curious to see what other maps they have available. But I feel like, you know, Soldiers vs. Zombies is classic. Spartans vs. Persians. And then there's all the wacky, zany things like T-Rex and ducks with helmets. The great outdoors. Yeah, and all these clips were sent to me in either like 2 to 3 minute chunks, just because they had to be sent to me, but I can't wait to get my hands and record this. If the GTX cards weren't so dang hard to find, I would probably go for like a 3080 or something like that, but I love how, like, I'll find out from the devs, and I'll put it in the description or something, like what graphics card this was recorded on. And maybe would that be of interest for you guys as well, is to kind of see like performance bases on different graphics cards? Because I think naturally a number of us are going to have a lot of questions with a game that's like, oh yeah, of course it can, you know, process millions and millions of units, but like, what about my tech specs? You know, like, would I be able to do that? And so if that is a particular interest to you, we could kind of use this as just kind of like, hey, let's find out more about UEBS 2 from the devs, because if it is coming out in fall 2021, then we do have some time. So we can ask them. We're in contact with them now. Baron's Brigade, we can do that. So I think now I'm just going to kind of stop talking, let you guys watch the rest of it in peace without me blathering on, and just enjoy the aesthetic beauty of millions of zombies getting absolutely destroyed by the American military-industrial machine in ancient Egypt, because reasons. So anyway, guys, you know what to do. Pull the trigger on the like button if you did enjoy the video. Let me know what battle you'd like to see next, and we can reach out to devs. And if there's any questions, put them in the comments, and we'll have the devs check in, because this is a game that I'm very much looking forward to. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one.